Hey guys, this is Zach with Southern Loon Retrievers. So week 57, we're going to be working on some shoreline drilling today. Before we get going, guys, t-shirts should be out. Check the top of the page, check the shop on the page. Pick you guys one of those up. They're awesome. So, as we're getting started here, we're focusing on this because we want, it's a de-cheater to start out here. What I wanted to do intentionally here was launch one of the verses to the far left along the shoreline, and then obviously that one that just fired to create the arc, so you would have to go under the arc. The whole idea here is we want to de-cheat our pup from riding the land, aka them being land dominant, and get them in the water and get them driving to that bird. Whether it's a mark or a blind. Now, Banjo's kind of 50-50 with it when it comes to land versus water dominant. He really doesn't have something that says, okay, it's he leans to this side or leans to that side. So he's kind of in the middle. But we still need to work on shoreline drills. So the whole idea here is, as you can see, we're set up on somewhat of an angle from the shoreline. So that means we're not squared up with it. So if you would have went to that left mark, if it fired, he would have entered at an angle and then would have had to drive to his left. But that's a tough entry for a pup, especially when it's so close to the shoreline like that. Nonetheless, we had to adapt with the Versa launcher. Anytime I use that thing, I always have a plan B, just because, not because it is bad, but because the ammo is bad. So I'm still working on trying to find a good box of ammo for that stuff. So nonetheless, it kind of turned into a 1-for-1 drill. So he got his mark. Now he's going for his blind. We're at the same pond, guys, as you can see. We're just a little bit on the downside of it. You guys will see this right here. I'll flip it around for you. So this is all new to him, and this just shows you guys, again, I always tell you how little changes in your environment, in your training environment, can change your pup's reaction time, your pup as a whole, how he or she performs in such a dramatic manner. I mean, we just went maybe 20 yards to the right of where we've always been working, and I mean, look at him, look how many times I'm hitting the whistle. The blind on this situation is, see where that blue can is? They're right there, and the water is going left to right, along with the wind. Now, as you can see, there's no real good spot for him to go up over there with all the rocks, so I'm trying to get him right where he's about now, in that little pocket there to go up, but he's being a little stubborn with the cast. He doesn't want to go up right there, so here I'm casting him back, and we're kind of playing a pinball. So after Banjo battles with the thorn bushes for a good 5 minutes, he then catches on that maybe he should take a good cast like that, and there's this pile. So on he comes on his way back. And these, this is like a mid-sized blind. Granted, it's all water, a little bit of land on each side. He's got some terrain features to overcome. A lot of distractions. As you can see, we're up against the back end of a housing development. A lot of pups. There's a trail back there, pups. Everyone's walking, everyone's off. A lot of scents. So we're, even though you guys may be thinking this is okay, straightforward, we're fighting a lot of factors here, and that's kind of one of the good things about anyone who lives in that kind of setting. So here we're gonna go round 2. This is gonna be our second rep. Splash mark to the left, works great. And number 2. So improvise once again. We're gonna send him on that. And he takes a bad line. Gave him a nick for that, recalled him. We're gonna simplify, move up just a tad, and we're exaggerating that. Now, whenever I exaggerate, Banjo kind of exaggerates as well. So as you can see, it takes a whistle or two just to get him with the idea that, okay, yep, we exaggerated it to teach you, go out instead of take the land. Now go get that bird. So exaggerating is good, and it's bad at the same time. But the positives outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. So great drive to the mark. Now make sure, guys, when your pup goes, whenever you're doing drills like this, make sure they come back the same way they go out. You know, if you send a pup on a drill like our first rep, where, you know, he skirts the edge of that shoreline, and he does great going to the bird, gets the bird, and comes back on land, it pretty much voids the entire rep, because you're just teaching your pup, okay, well, I can go halfway, you know, okay, in a, you know, a good fashion, and then I can come back whatever way I want. No, you want to teach your pup same way you go in, same way you come out, and that's with just about everything in, you know, this kind of dog training environment. So not a bad rep. Again, this is maybe the second time we've done shoreline drills, so this is good. We're progressing. Not too many bad hiccups. What we've been working on, guys, for our morning sessions. These are all afternoon sessions. We've been doing casting drills. We've been doing double T work, because we're just trying, like we did with the marking, to refine it. So here we finally have two good birds coming out of the Versa. Now I'm gonna send him on the under the arc bird first. The arc in this case was the leftmost bird, which is also our shoreline bird. And now we're gonna send him on his straightaway bird or the under the arc bird. Mind you, we still have one more blind on the right, which we'll do coming up here. While we're watching him swim back, guys, like I said in the beginning, the shirts are up. By the time this video is out, these shirts should be ready to get purchased, or you know, I hope they are. But if not, make sure you guys get on the shop on the page, get you guys a shirt, and yeah, let's see what you guys got when you get them. I'm really excited about these shirts, and get you guys some good stuff coming up. So we set them on our bird. Now that bird all the way to the left now becomes a memory bird. Great entry. Fighting factors with terrain. You'll have a lot of pups who will want to, you know, not go in there. We're right on the edge of that shore. We got reeds. We got a little bit of swampy, murky area right there. You know, some pups won't want to go in that. They'll want to go around, go left or the right, you know, an easy entry spot. You have to deny them of that opportunity. Go straight forward, drive. So this time he finally catches on. We're not fighting the battle with the thorn bushes anymore. Great entry, straight there, straight back. Perfect. Alright, switching gears back here to our memory bird. again, this is going to be another shoreline bird. We need to make sure our pup's on the right path. And he's going to take the wrong one. Now that right there is cheating to a T. Gave him another nick, recalled. We're going to exaggerate our entry. Now remember guys, as trainers, we are the steering wheel. Okay, we're telling our pup where to go. We need to make corrections where they need to be made. If you want your pup to go somewhere, remember, keep it simple. Cardinal directions, guys. North, south, east, west. Don't get too caught up in the, the angle casts or whatnot. Keep it simple. Always fall back to your lowest level of training. In this case, it's up, down, left, right. Don't make this complicated for your pup. Don't make it complicated for yourself. Keep it simple. So here I'm going to throw him a distraction bird from my position out to the right. And that's all that is, just distraction. And we will go pick it up. And we will throw another distraction bird as soon as he comes and gets that one. Now, I told you guys in the past, I have no problem with your pup, with a pup marking as they come back. It's the matter of when I have an issue of them marking a bird while they're coming back with one, dropping that, and then going to get that new bird. That's when I have an issue. Once that ever happens, you stop immediately and you correct. Because that is a big no-no. So here we got that one. I'm going to throw him his last distraction bird. Great line. As you can see, he's marking as he comes back. He's having fun, guys. It was hot today. It was a warm day here in Pennsylvania, and he was loving the water. Now, like I said, guys, I always like to throw these in there. I like to have a little bit of a, test environment, no collar. Kind of let him breathe a little bit more. And he got his distraction bird, no problem. Remember, same in, same out, guys. As always, guys, keep your sessions short. Have a lot of fun with you and your pup, and a lot of praise and confidence. Go get you guys some t-shirts and logo gear.
You a wet dog.
See you on the next one.